Here are some forgotten Grey's Anatomy characters that livened up Seattle Grace Hospital. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 stars you forgot appeared on Grey's Anatomy.
Really? So this surgery is gonna get me laid?
Heather, stop it.
Mom, I'm sorry, but she's talking about improving my quality of life. And I don't think doctors should make promises they can't keep.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're focusing on well-known celebrities who briefly appeared on ABC's famous drama series.
These bruises, these cuts all over you, this isn't normal.
I get in fights a lot, okay? Because I'm stronger than some of the other kids.
Number 10. Seth Green.
Hey, I'm in love with you now. I've forgotten entirely about my ex.
So you may recognize this guy from the original It, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or perhaps as Scott Evil from the Austin Powers franchise.
Oh, come on!
Seth Green is also the creator of Adult Swim's Robot Chicken, along with being the show's featured voice. Back in 2007, he appeared on Grey's Anatomy as Nick Hanscom, a patient with a tumor on his carotid artery. Spoiler alert, it doesn't go well for Nick. Just ask Lexi Gray, who is at the receiving end of an unfortunate blood burst. After the blown artery and a stroke, Nick Hanscom passes away, marking the end of Seth's narrative arc.
Are his parents coming?
They're on a plane from California.
Number 9. Keke Palmer.
Oh, you did it. You did it, Cheryl.
For her lead role on Nickelodeon's True Jackson VP, the starlet was one of TV's most well-paid teenage actresses. Later on, Keke Palmer starred on the Fox series Scream Queens. 1 year before her first episode of Zayday Williams, Keke briefly appeared on Grey's Anatomy as Cheryl Jeffries, a 17-year-old patient with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. When surgery doesn't work, Cheryl takes off and gets pregnant, which gives her a new perspective. She hopes to become a candidate for Christina's clinical trial, but unfortunately, she's past the age cutoff and gets rejected.
Look, I'm doing 6 weeks. I want a heart that's gonna survive it, okay?
Number 8. Theo Rossi.
Can you get my wife? She works here. She's an X-ray tech.
Some call him Juice, while others know him as Shades. Over the years, Theo Rossi has earned a loyal fanbase for his Sons of Anarchy and Luke Cage roles.
You gonna at least wait for Chico to come outside, right?
For his 2-episode run on Grey's Anatomy, Theo plays a paramedic named Stan Giamatti, the unfortunate victim of an ambulance crash. The character actually gets wedged in a door, but survives long enough to reunite with his wife. But just as Seth Green's character passes away in the episode Crash Into Me Part 2, poor Stan also has the same fate.
Can you close his eyes?
What?
Stan, can you close his eyes?
Number 7. Elizabeth Moss. Let's be honest, most people know this actress as Peggy Olson from Mad Men. Elizabeth Moss also delivered award-winning performances in Top of the Lake and The Handmaid's Tale.
It was nice to finally meet you. You too.
During Grey's Anatomy Season 3, she appeared in one episode as Nina Rogerson, the daughter of a 41-year-old patient with a rare bone disease. The episode aired just 4 months before Mad Men premiered, so Moss was still relatively unknown. The character's mother passes away, and Nina obviously has a rough time. This role essentially marks the rebirth of Elizabeth's extraordinary television career.
Nina, there was nothing any of us
No. It was a mistake.
Number 6. Sarah Paulson.
This is no job for a nurse. I'll take it from here.
You know very well I'm not a nurse. Back off.
Marsha. This prolific actress famously starred as Marsha Clark on The People v. O.J. Simpson.
He got away with beating her. He is not going to get away with killing her.
And she's also an American Horror Story regular. Though Paulson only appeared in one Grey's Anatomy episode, the role is significant. She plays Meredith's mother, Dr. Ellis Gray, who suffers from Alzheimer's disease. The character shows up in a flashback sequence, as Richard Webber reflects on his former colleague. The episode examines the rise of AIDS in the early 80s, along with the relationship between two doctors who are trying to understand each other and the nature of a frightening disease originally known as GRID.
Ellis.
I gave birth to a child, Richard. That makes me a mother. It doesn't make me inept. It doesn't make me less of a woman. It doesn't make me less of a surgeon. no matter how much everyone wants it to.
Number 5. Liza Weil.
I had 15 surgeries. And then I said, enough.
Hey, isn't that Paris Geller from Gilmore Girls and Bonnie Winterbottom from How to Get Away with Murder? Why, yes, it is. In a season 5 episode of Grey's Anatomy, Liza Weil plays Allison Clark, a stage 4 cancer patient who forms a bond with Izzy Stevens during a chemotherapy treatment.
Are you watching birds fly around my head again? Am I like totally Snow White right now?
The character ultimately passes away, and Allison's moving performance opened the door for other roles. By the way, her Gilmore Girls co-star Edward Herrmann appeared in 3 episodes from Grey's Anatomy Season 4, playing the world's oldest intern.
I thought I knew all the neuro guys down there.
Norman's an intern, Dr. Shepard.
Oh!
My intern.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Good.
Number 4. Abigail Breslin.
I have superpowers, okay?
When only 5 years old, this actress starred in M. Night Shyamalan's Signs. A few years later, Abigail Breslin received an Oscar nomination for Little Miss Sunshine. In recent years, she's transitioned to the small screen as Libby on Scream Queens.
No! How could you do this to me?
Nearly a decade before, Abigail appeared in one Grey's Anatomy episode as Megan Clover, aka Supergirl, a girl who does not feel pain whatsoever. It's revealed that Megan suffers from internal injuries and CIPA, congenital insensitivity to pain, with anhidrosis, which requires a corrective surgery. Overall, it's an emotional performance that allows Abigail to be tough and vulnerable as she learns just how much her foster parents truly care.
I thought you said I didn't have superpowers.
Yeah, well, you don't. But take away Green Lantern's ring. The guy's still a hero, right?
Number 3. Mandy Moore.
Is there anything I'm looking forward to once my surgery is done? Babies. Lots and lots of babies.
Since releasing her breakout single Candy in 1999, this versatile performer has established herself in both feature films and television. Back in 2010, Mandy Moore appeared in 4 Grey's Anatomy episodes as Mary Portman, who initially needs a colostomy bag reversal surgery. Unfortunately for the character, a shooter emerges at the hospital, yet Mary survives and is reunited with husband Bill. Despite a successful surgery in Season 7, Mandy's character slips into a coma and never wakes up, leaving her loved one to make a heartbreaking decision. Number 2. Dylan Minnette.
Let's call your mom, kid. You're gonna get some ears.
Before appearing in films like Prisoners and Don't Breathe, this actor appeared in some of the most celebrated TV shows of the 2000s. Currently best known for his role as Clay Jensen on 13 Reasons Why, Dylan Minnette once appeared as a guest star on Grey's in its first season.
There's a kid looking for you. What?
Daddy?
What?
He plays Ryan, a character with no official last name. However, the character is probably best known for not having external ears. In this storyline, Ryan bonds with Meredith while trick-or-treating, ultimately leading to a pro bono ear reconstruction.
There are protocols to be followed, all sorts of red tape.
Trick or treat. Get it. He's trick-or-treating for ears.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
To come and tell me that tells me that you're a much better surgeon than I first thought.
Good to see you, Mayor. I hope you got some baby pictures handy because I did not take the red eye just so my brother could hack my nerves into hamburger meat.
You the surgical team?
Yes.
Dylan Young, bomb squad. All right, spread out, check the area, and then we'll secure the patient. Where are they?
Dr. Burke has them in there.
All right, the rest of this floor has been evacuated?
It has, yes.
All right, you stay here. Nobody moves unless I say so.
Number 1. Demi Lovato.
Just put it down. It's gonna be okay.
She's a movie star, a pop star, and a television star. Believe it or not, it all began with a role on Barney and Friends. And just as Demi Lovato's adult career reached new heights in 2010, she appeared on a Season 6 Grey's Anatomy episode as Haley May.
That's lorazepam.
Do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. No, baby, please don't. You don't believe me. Nobody does.
The character has a rough time at Seattle Grace, as she is incorrectly diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. This role allows Demi to show off her acting chops, and the character arc has a happy ending, as Haley is finally correctly diagnosed with superior canal dehiscence syndrome and undergoes successful surgery.
I'm good. I'm good.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.